Hello everyone, hi, this is Khalif here. I help SMEs streamline your customer service using WhatsApp in a modern way. In this video today, I am going to share with you 3 mistakes small businesses make when trying to scale and streamline your customer service using WhatsApp and using messaging, and the challenge of trying to collaborate online while people are working online, while people are working from home, and with this new culture of working from different places. So I'm also going to share with you our collaborative WhatsApp framework that will help you and your team streamline in a systematic way your customer service team, stay until the end, and you can download this for you. So let's get started. If you're a small business, you're a medium-sized business, with the pandemic happening, with things changing, you might have some team members working from home. You might have some team members who used to be working together in an office, now work separately. So customer service and team collaboration seems to be a challenge. It is harder to communicate between one another. Customer service, customer support becomes slower because processes have changed. You feel that some of the team members are not performing as good as they used to, right? So many miscommunications happen, confusions happen, things are super slow. And this leads to dissatisfied customers and all the not so good stuff. And these two things lead to sending the wrong information, having to do it 2-3 times, upset customers, redoing things and not being efficient creates poor performance and poor morale, right? So what we want clear communication. We want to work as a team. We want to be efficient. We want to collaborate in a modern way. One of our clients, Volvo from Bukit Bintang, when they first came to us, they were having similar issues. Whenever somebody comes over and wants to go for a test drive, most of them chat on WhatsApp first or chat on Messenger or comes through a campaign, and most of the conversations are their own personal WhatsApp. So what happened was, when the pandemic happened and a lot of their team members started to work from home, they had a problem where the communication was not as efficient as they wanted it to be. The managers couldn't really see what was happening day to day. So the efficiency became very low. Close rates went down. Less and less customers wanted to come over and do test drives. And when they came to us, we helped them streamline using a system. So I'm going to share with you guys the 3 biggest mistakes why a lot of companies are having this trouble of moving to online team collaboration. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you can overcome this issue super fast. So mistake number 1 is not having a strategy. So you will need an online strategy specifically for team collaboration and when you're doing support or pre-sales. What type of strategy would you need to have? Who is going to be the person first receiving the customer inquiry? Who is the person going to manage if it is a technical issue, if it is a pre-sales issue? You would need a flow, right? So I'm going to show you our collaborative WhatsApp framework, which you can download. So a simple flow that will show your team exactly what they need to do when something happens. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have your team manage customer support, manage pre-sales based on their feelings. All right, so if you can imagine a 3-step strategy for your business. Everyone has a strategy. So if your strategy is having no strategy, meaning your step 1 for the strategy is actually, okay, see how you feel, and then based on how you feel, step 2 is answer, and then step 3 is get them to do whatever that you want to do. It is tough for your team to know what to do. Communicate and chat with other team members to get support, to be able to find answers fast. Almost impossible for your team members to do proper customer support, to do proper pre-sales, to do proper closing when the system is unclear, because they cannot get better at what they do day to day, right? So you'll need a plan, you'll need a good strategy, overview of what they need to do day to day. Mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is not using proper tools or equipment. Just like any high-performing team, your team, they would need to have the proper tools so that they can work. So in football, if you're playing sports, the tools could be the stadium, the equipment, the gym, not just on the field equipment, the preparation, the learning. So these are the tools that your team needs based on where they are. So if you're just starting out, or if you've already have clients and you want to start implementing systems, or if you're already a growing business and you want to streamline, depending on where you are in your customer service journey, you would need the proper tools to assist your team. All right, so I'm going to share as well in the worksheet, download it, and it will show you the 4 categories of where you might be as a customer service team. And depending on where you are, you would there are recommendations on what type of software you need, right? You'll need proper software, you need proper training, proper support, so that your team can better manage their day-to-day. So mistake number 2 is not having the proper tools or proper equipment for where they are. So mistake number 3 is correcting the person instead of the process. It is natural for a lot of smaller businesses, medium-sized businesses to make this mistake of correcting the person. So you would say, oh, this person A is not doing it correctly. They are not friendly enough, or they're not urgent enough, or they're not whatever. My belief is everyone in your team is doing the best that they can. They always want to do well for you, right? Everyone has this inner drive to do great work. That's what I believe. The challenge is that they might not know what is success in your company. They might not know how to get that success, right? The step by steps. And they feel that even though they do the things that create success, the environment, the feedback that they're getting is vague, right? So when a manager or a leader corrects the person, it becomes about them. It doesn't become about what they do, right? It feels like a criticism on them as a person. Here is a tip. The tip is, if you have a plan and strategy that they know clearly what to do day to day, even a simple step 1, 2, and 3, right? And then you give them the proper tools. All you need to do now is just draft a 3-step strategy and coach them day to day on how to create the end result that you want. Then it becomes about the strategy, not about them, right? Making it simple, making it easy to follow will help you as a business scale your customer service, scale your team to be repeatable and consistent. So in the beginning, it will not be awesome. It will not be super consistent. But slowly but surely, because everyone is following a system, and they're not just following their feelings, you as the manager, as a leader, get to coach the system, gets to coach the process. So if you're not getting what you want, add another step or amend the process. Come from the thinking, the mindset of correct the process, not the person, right? Try to avoid criticizing and correcting the person. Focus on the process. We create the process, the team follows the process, and if it's not creating the right results, adjust the process. And then you will suddenly see that your team will feel more motivated because they are now contributing to improving the process. And you can work together in looking at this thing, this piece of paper, this step by step that your team together can work on and improve. And it's not about them. And in customer service, having high morale, high motivation will translate greatly to when you are talking to your clients, right? They'll feel the energy, they'll feel the authenticity, and it all comes from the environment and culture that you create. So, all right, that was the 3 mistakes and some tips. Let's review. Mistake number 1, no plan or strategy. Mistake number 2, no proper tools or equipment for your team. And mistake number 3 is when you correct the person instead of the process. So for you guys who are interested in downloading our collaborative WhatsApp framework, inside the framework, what you're going to see is there's going to be the strategy, an explanation of our strategy and how you can install our collaborative WhatsApp framework into your team, your customer service team, so that they have a clear step-by-step on what needs to get done. Okay? Tweak it the way that you want, the way that you need, so that it fits with how you run your business, right? You will find as well inside the PDF a chart where you can pinpoint where your team is in their customer service journey so that you can figure out what type of tools that you might need. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, I'm going to also include the 5W and 1H method so that when you are implementing the strategy, the 3-step strategy, that you will be able to communicate between you and your team, and your team members can communicate between each other in a clear and precise way. So this is what me and my team use every day. This is what we use to coach our clients. Volvo, for example, like I mentioned, and 300 others, right? Those who attended and graduated our Customer Service Accelerator program. We have clients from the government sector, the private sector, the big companies, the smaller who just started. So it works. It is simple enough to implement. So I would suggest you go and download the resource, get started with it. And if you need more help, feel free to contact one of our team members and we can coach you and assist you in implementing this. That's it for today. Remember to click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get more tips like this every week. We help small businesses scale and streamline your customer service. Hope to see you guys in the next video. My name is Khalif. Have a great and awesome day. Bye-bye.